Crossing the streets, the night you're there, seeing the shadows everywhere. Sirens are ringing, always up here. A world where the rules are never fair. Ain't no cops gonna clip my wings. Life's a risk, but I'm taking space. I've been through darkness, the danger saves. But the victory bell, it rings out around. Never get busted, getting cases won. Never get busted, helping everyone. Never get busted, always having fun. Never get busted, till the day is done.
Go. Welcome, boys and girls, to Never Get Busted Live, man. The chat box has already filled up. Y'all got up, dressed up, and showed up. Man, we got a disturbing show, like one crazy cop video after another. I mean, cops earn their hate. Like, they earn it. I don't have to teach you to hate cops. I don't have to ask you to hate cops. The problem is there is an epidemic of cop abuse in the United States like no other country in the world, and it's just not being addressed. I get there's an Iran war. I get the president almost got assassinated. I understand the Epstein thing, but you soften that light a little bit. But what in the hell is the drug war? And the police in the United States are still outlandishly crazy. So we got a disturbing raid that happened. They used a drone and then just decided to shoot the man for no reason. We're going to see that first.
Show your hand. I'm shot! What the hell? I'm shot! He's shot! What the hell did you do? I had to Turkey plate fire your neck.
I've never seen a drone used like this on a raid. Watch SWAT open the door and toss the drone in. It's to the right of your screen. Police didn't pick this house at random. They were responding to a 911 call from a neighbor claiming gunshots, screaming, and a possible hostage situation inside. But here's the problem. Investigators later found no credible evidence of any shooting, no hostage, no crime happening. Jason and his wife are asleep. Right now, what you're watching is police escalating based on that call. They couldn't get anyone to answer the door, so they called SWAT, got a warrant, and deployed a ground robot into the house. That machine you see is the first warning this couple gets that anything is wrong. It rolls through their home, into their bedroom, waking them up in total confusion. In a few seconds, Jason will pick up that robot, walk to the door, and do exactly what police tell him to do. And they're going to shoot him anyway.
Hello? Hello? What is going on? Step outside, Jason. Step outside the door onto the deck and show us your hand. What is going on? What the fuck? Jason, we just want to talk to you. Come outside. Yeah. What? Show us your hand. What did you? I'm shot. I'm shot. I'm shot. What the hell? I'm shot. He's shot. What the hell did you do? Fuck. I can't. I'm shot. I'm shot. He's shot. He's shot. I'm shot. Go. No, he's shot. No. He can't. He's shot. I'm shot. Keep the table. He's shot. Please. Shot. Can't even make. I can't even. There's a he can't. There. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. I didn't have a gun. I didn't have a gun. Got it clear. I didn't have a gun. I didn't have one. I had to. Turkey plate fire your neck yourself. Turkey plate in my hair neck yourself. Please, you have the event.
We're on, yes, they're on their way.
Oh, you shall be ready.
Where are you here at?
Take my chest.
Okay, the ambulance is on its way.
I have no judgment.
Hey, Master, hold on. Hey, start working on him. God damn it.
Hey, start working on him now. Work it. Work it. If you shoot me,
Don't hit me, mister.
I have your camera in my hand.
Right here, behind us. Hey. Take the crown thing now.
Well, when you come out with it in your hands up like that,
We all saw it.
hey, all we got to do is shots fired at this house. We got one in the, let's get a turn to go with the orange.
Let's do it second street just to make sure.
Allie, I love
I'll
you.
leave that right there.
Leave it. Hey,
Did you shoot?
yeah.
Stand by right here, okay?
Hey, I go back towards the grill camera, man.
We got a cute kid with an armored vehicle.
Let's do a secondary sweep. Fuck. Hey, bro, fuck.
Hey, camera.
The man who was shot survived and has posted the video you just saw. Now, we do not know if it has been edited or not. News 13's Charles Perez reports that video is raising questions about how the SWAT team responded.
According to the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, quote, the suspected shooter engaged in a verbal altercation with officers and emerged from a camper trailer and confronted officers. But the video may show a different series of events that have set off a storm of controversy about what really might have happened. The SBI has opened an investigation into the shooting, and Mr. Klopfer will have his day in court on March 9th, where he'll likely be responding to the 911 call that triggered the police response.
How many shots have you heard?
Altogether tonight, at least 10.
A man shot by a SWAT team in Cherokee County files a civil complaint against the county sheriff's office and several officials. Last December, a surveillance camera inside a man's mobile home shows him being shot several times by members of the Cherokee Indian Police Department SWAT team. The man who was shot survived, and charges against him were later dropped. The complaint includes claims of civil rights violations, excessive use of force, trespassing, and gross negligence by authorities.
There you go. Now, their story is that a woman called and there was a hostage situation, so the cops knocked on the camper door, couldn't get anybody to come to the door, so they left and got a search warrant and SWAT and dressed up like RoboCops and used their little remote-controlled toy, and then the hostage taker opens the front door, gets in a verbal altercation with the police, and then confronts the police, so they shoot him. Of course, all that was a lie. This man was smart. He held his in-home video for over a month or two, waiting for the police to give all their reports, because he knew he had the video to counter everything they were saying. They lied. They lied. This is really stupid, y'all. There's no reason for this. You can't tell me they knocked on that camper and couldn't get that couple awake. That's a lie. They're just looking for a reason to dress up with their machine guns and go pew pew on us, aren't they? I'm not being outrageous. I'm not being an alarmist. I'm being real. I'm being real. One of the most dangerous things you will face living in the United States of America are cops, not alligators, not ex-wives, cops. Really. You have no idea how good it felt when I fled to Venezuela. Yeah, Venezuela, Caracas. Like, at that time, it was the murder capital of the world. And Chavez was the president. And I was relieved to be living in Caracas and later on Margarita Island because there weren't any American cops. There weren't any American cops up my ass. Every day I'd go outside and there'd be a cop somewhere. Insane. Look at this gadget these cops tried to use.
Adhesive GPS tag launched from a law enforcement vehicle and attached to a fleeing suspect's car.
It will adhere to the vehicle that we're pursuing, and then with this, our dispatch and the deputy can track where this vehicle is going.
The newly implemented technology at the Suffolk Sheriff's Department is meant to protect the officers and the public during a high-risk chase.
It only takes the click of a button and happens in less than a second. But what you just saw, law enforcement leaders believe could mean the difference between life or death.
They're going to end up saving lives.
Chief James Morgan is referring to new pursuit de-escalation technology that the Crew Police Department just obtained. Each patrol vehicle will be equipped with this mounted GPS unit. Officers can launch the tracker from their car onto the back of a suspect's car.
It's very sticky. It's also magnetic.
And then they can follow the suspect's movements without having to engage in a high-speed chase.
As soon as it hits the car, it's activated, utilizes cell data to transmit a GPS signal where the officers can then disengage from the pursuit, fall back, take things a little bit slower and monitor them on either a laptop or a GPS.
He says the goal is to limit the need for pursuits in their community, which pose safety risks to the public, the officers, and the suspects.
Several thousand pounds of metal moving down the road is a dangerous situation for everybody. A lot of times, I believe the pursuit becomes more about winning the chase than it does sometimes about why you're chasing.
Just this year, CBS 6 has covered at least 3 police pursuit crashes in which an innocent civilian lost their life. According to the Department of Justice, 455 people died in the U.S. in fatal pursuit crashes in 2020, a 46% increase since 2015. In a new study released by the DOJ, researchers are now recommending that law enforcement agencies nationwide adopt restrictive policies in an effort to reduce high-speed chases.
I think we've got pause this. I think we've got the sound figured out now. Sorry about that, boys and girls. So this GPS tracker gimmick Batman thing that shoots out and sticks to a car, why aren't they using those? Because it's $900 a shot. And sometimes it wouldn't stick to the car, so it would just fall out in the highway and cars would run over it. And oftentimes the police would miss the car when they shoot. So it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Good idea though, because 1080s need to stop. A 1080 is a car chase. That's the 10 code for a car chase. The only time cops should chase a car is if the person just committed a violent felony, like if they committed a murder or a grape or a bank robbery. Chase them to hell and back. We need to catch those types. But most 1080s begin with a simple traffic violation, and then the person driving has a warrant or just doesn't want to get a ticket that day, and they take off. And then cops chase them and people die. Like the statistics I looked at, could only see 2020. Cops aren't going to give you today's statistics, but there were like 480 deaths in 2020 from 1080s. Those were deaths of innocent people, not the cops, not the person fleeing, but innocent bystanders and motorists that get killed during these high-speed car chases. We don't need them. Don't need 1080s unless it's a violent crime, and we don't need traffic stops, do we? Like traffic stops has to quit. I was explaining that when I went to Venezuela, the murder capital of the world, as crazy it was, I was relieved and had one of the best times of my life because there weren't any cops around. Let me tell you something else too. I was walking to the gym yesterday. Get ready to play that gym video. I was walking to the gym yesterday with my music playing, and I was so thankful. I was looking around at the thousands of Vietnamese motorcycles and cars. Like, traffic is thick here because this is a hustle culture. Everybody works. They get up at 5 in the morning and work. And there weren't any cops. And you know what? People were still stopping at red lights. Folks weren't running into each other. They were using their turn signals. Why do you think the people were stopping at stop signs and using their turn signals without cops being around? It's because they don't want to die. They know if they act too crazy, they won't make it to work and they won't make it home. So people drive carefully. The only time a cop should be able to stop a car in the United States or anywhere is if they're driving recklessly. And that doesn't mean just swerving a little bit on their way to work. I mean, like recklessly driving, like you get a 16-year-old teenager out there going 100 miles an hour, pull him over, put his ass in jail because he's harming other people or can harm other people. That would cover DWIs too. Only if somebody's all over the road, they should be pulled over. Or if the cop notices the driver and they know the driver has a felony warrant. Or if the motorist just committed a violent crime. You know, we can pull cars over for that. But minor traffic violations, shit's got to stop because it's all about revenue. You know, I wrote a chapter in my book, by the way. It's published. I'm not giving the link out. We'll launch next week. But I put a chapter in my book. I remember my dad, after he paid all the bills, he got paid monthly, and after he paid all the bills, he'd have like $100 left over to last us for an entire month. And he was headed to his second job one morning and got a speeding ticket. That was $200 and some odd. There went our $100. There, we were broke. We had to borrow money from my grandpa to make it because of a ticket. While my dad was going to work. He wasn't out chasing hookers or smoking crack. He was going to work. And the cops just gave him another problem. It's got to stop. We don't need traffic stops. Hit the like button. Kapoo, smash it. It's good to see everybody in the house. Mark Scoval and Dina and Freeman Keys, Millsy, all the regulars. It's so good to see y'all. Dina. Yeah, I'm shouting out your name. You deserve your name to be shouted out. Derek, Andy, Rhea, Joan Waltman, Dina Pelosa. By the way, speaking of the gym, I'm going to show you my progress. I'm proud of this because it takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of focus. Yeah, I'm bragging. Yes, my ego is going to be really high at this moment. But this is 260 pounds, 265 pound shoulder press, not bench press. I can bench press over 300 pounds. This is a shoulder press yesterday, 260 pounds, 265 pounds. Damn! It's important to stay strong. A strong body makes a strong mind for a man. Did you restart it? Yeah. Huh? I'll just end it. I don't want to, my ego's getting too big. My ego's getting too big. So I showed you that to encourage some of you men. Get healthy. Get healthy, little step by step. Get healthy. First thing you can do is just go walking every day. Don't sit on a couch all day. You're not, humans we're bred to move. We're bred to get up, dress up and show up. That's right, get out of bed and dress up. Make your bed, actually make your bed. Brush your teeth, comb your hair, shave. The little threads on your shirt, get a lighter and burn those off. Join martial arts. Work out. We need, especially the Generation X and the millennials, you guys have no idea how much the world needs you. You have no idea how much the world needs the older folks, the millennials and Generation X. We need to use our wisdom to be kind to the younger people and be patient with them because they're batty. They're shit crazy. They're batshit crazy. The young people, like, it's sad and it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Propaganda did that to them, didn't it? And horrible schools in the United States. So we need to show them love, patience, and wisdom. And you can't show all that if you're not healthy physically. So that's my tip of the day. Y'all get healthy. Another cop. Hey, did you hit the like button? Did you hit the like button? I like that Lost Liberty says, get up, show up, and hustle. Serve others when you can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember when we were little, and he said, help your neighbor? When you're in school, you're in the first grade, second grade, third grade, help your neighbor. Help the kid on the playground. Go help somebody. Like, let's just get back to old school good humanity. Help each other. By the way, my documentary is on YouTube now. You can watch it. It's been up for 3 days. It has nearly 150,000 views, 2,000 likes, 500 comments. Not because I'm in it, but because the producers just made a badass 5-star film and the American streamers just won't touch it. I think I know why. David Dudage says, community is the best place to make change. That's right. You have an online community, which is us. Right now, Tuesday nights, the Never Get Busted community. And then you have the IRL community. That's the in real life. That's the 3D version. And you should try to get active in both. Let's watch this nutty cop. Now, he jumped in the car for a good reason, but what's the rule they teach you in the academy? Cops are never supposed to jump inside of a moving automobile. Ever. Ever, never. Never, ever. And they're doing it weekly, aren't they? Let's give this one a watch.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Hey! Hey! Let me see your hands! Let me see your fucking hands! Hey! Stop the car! Stop the car! Hey! Stop the car! Stop! Get out the car, bro. Stop the car. Get out. Stop the car. Get out. Stop the car. Get out. Hey! I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash. All right. Stop the car. Stop the car. I'm gonna crash. Get out the car. All right, stop. Stop. Throw the gun out. Stop. Throw the gun out. I'm gonna crash this motherfucker, bro. Stop the car. Get out the car. Get out the car, bro. Hey, stop. Stop. I'm gonna crash, bro. Don't. It's not worth it. Hey, it is worth it, bro. I got family, bro. All right, talk to me. No, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. That's not gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work. Stop. I'll shoot. I will shoot your ass. Stop. I got a friend. Just get out, bro. Please. Stop. Just get out the car, bro. Stop. Just get out the car. I will put one in you. Just get out the car, please. Stop. Just get out the car, please. Stop. Just get out the car. Stop. I'm not going to jump. You need to stop the car for me to get out. Okay, you're not going to shoot me? Yeah, I'm not going to shoot you. I would have shot you already. Okay, just get out. Stop. Please. Stop. I'm going to get out. Stop. Stop. I'm going to go like 10 miles an hour. Stop. Stop the car. I'm going to go like 10. Stop the car. I'm going to go down, bro. I don't trust you. Stop the car. I will shoot you. I'm not going to do this, I promise, bro. Okay, stop then. Stop. You need to stop. Kill us, bro. You're going to kill us, bro. You need to stop. Hey, stop the car. Stop the car. Don't do it. Stop the... Stop the car. Don't do it. Stop the car. Turn right. I'm warning you, I will shoot your leg. All right, I'm about to get out. I'm about to get out. Stop. Stop the car. I'm about to get out. Stop the car. Stop the fucking car. Stop. I will shoot you. I will shoot you. Stop. Z5, shots fired. Z5, one shot fired. Subject's bailed out of the car.
So, we call this, where I came from, we call this a pickle. Keep it playing. What happened? It's playing. Was that the end of it? Yeah, a little bit. Was that the end? Where the cop was running? We call this a pickle. What'd y'all call it? Like, so the police officer's stuck, right? The driver's hauling ass. If he shoots and kills the driver, the car's going to crash. It's going to hurt the cop. If he doesn't do anything, he has to ride with the suspect. So he shot him in the leg. Actually, you know, the cop shouldn't have jumped in the car, but did you notice what this guy was doing? They were robbing, weren't they? Like a whole bunch of them just jumped out and started robbing a store. You know what they do in Mexico when you do that? You see on X, you won't see you're not seeing real life on YouTube, folks. You're not seeing, put me on big screen. You're not seeing real life on YouTube, folks. There's so much censorship going on that actually I'm building a community. It's called the Never Get Busted Vault. Been working on it every day. I get up at 5 in the morning and my family and I don't stop. It's going to be a beautiful platform where we can all go, and every day I'm going to be teaching what needs to be taught. I saw somebody in the comments say, I hope your YouTube video was monetized. Your movie. No, they demonetized me a couple weeks ago, and I appealed and still demonetized. So yeah, demonetized my movie. They don't want to put on mainstream media. We know what that's about. And I figured out we know what that's about. I really do know some things that a lot of people don't know that you deserve to know. I already lost everything a couple of times doing what I do. I don't mind losing it again, because I don't want to die with you all not having the information you need to get around the police state that you're in. So I've dedicated myself to being there. I'll be teaching live every day on Zoom calls. I've got forums that you wouldn't believe. And I got videos that have been on private forever that I couldn't show on YouTube. It's all going to be in the vault. I'll have my book in the vault launching next week. I hope you join us there. Now, did you notice this cop that shot the burglar in the leg? And did you see all the burglars jump out and just bust into the store? They actually backed their car into the windows so they could gain entry. Let me tell you something, dude. I'm old school. Just shoot them. When they do that, cops should run up in there and just shoot all of them and stop that shit. That's what they do in Mexico, and it'll end overnight. That'll stop. I'm all about policing to stop crime. Who wants to live around that shit? We don't have to live like that, and it's always a certain group that's doing it, aren't they? Like in the blue cities, if you go to X, you'll see real life, what's really happening in the United States, and it's horrible. The crime is, all these third world countries that I've lived in, they don't have nothing like that, like the United States. It's embarrassing, it's sad. My book talks about how to solve that problem, but let me show you how the Mexicans solve it. This next video coming up. Have you ever seen a Mexican shootout with Mexicans jumping out of windows? Well, you're about to. Let's give it a watch. Look at the top right of your screen. You see that Mexican jump? You'll see it again. I saw a raid just like this when I lived in Mexico. We'll talk about it in a second.
¡Quédate quieto! ¡Quédate quieto! ¡Dale, quédate quieto! ¡Dale! ¡Quédate quieto! ¡Mira el piso, dale! ¡Levanta la cabeza, dale! ¡Levanta la cabeza, dale! ¡Dale, dale! ¡Levanta la cabeza! ¡Dale, levanta la cabeza, dale! ¡Levanta la cabeza! ¡Mano la cabeza! ¡Mano la cabeza! ¡Plata!
I dated a Mexican girl, looks kind of like her.
Sí, sí, sí.
Yeah, so when I was married to Candy living in Mexico, I was walking home and boom, 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 I heard machine gun fire and I looked up and right near my house, the cops were bam, 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 and the bullets ricocheting everywhere. I ducked onto a porch and then I realized I got to get to my family. They had a police officer that looked like these police officers stationed in front of every house, including mine, and they let me into my house. And what had happened, about 6, 7 houses down, there were some gangster Mexican boys who decided to come to Puerto Vallarta and sell drugs, and they stole a car, and they hid the car inside the garage of their house. So they were just acting like gangsters. Mexican police learned where they were, surrounded the house, stationed a soldier in front of everybody else's house in the neighborhood to keep them safe, and then they just started shooting. Boom, 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 boom. Mexicans were on the roof. I watched it from my balcony. We're on the roof of this house, and the roof of the house, it had like a big moon roof, and the cops were running by, shooting in it while the cops on the ground were shooting through the windows. I mean, just boom, 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 until they gave up and they were screaming, stop, 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 stop. And they all came out, they arrested the Mexicans, and they hauled them away. Guess what? There weren't any more car thieves since after I left. I mean, while I was there after that. That shit stops real quick. And that's what cops need to do. Cops need to stay out of our way. We don't need to see them in the neighborhood. They don't need to be getting cats out of trees and playing basketball with the local neighborhood boys and dancing with people and all that bullshit. No, they need to be out of sight, out of mind, not talking to anybody, and they're only deployed when there's violent crime. When there's some kind of violent crime, then they need to jump in their trucks and roll up and shoot the bad guys, and that shit will stop. We didn't have crime like that when I was growing up. It just didn't exist like the crime we have today. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I saw somebody in the chat say that, Barry, your film, just wanted to thank you for releasing the documentary. It was great. I worked overnight, so I enjoyed watching. Hey, right on. Glad you're here, black shirt. But there was a... Barry, your film didn't show everything, right? This is from Marilena. Your film didn't show everything, especially the harsh treatment and plan to unalive, but also your creative tactics to ensure honest cops are employed and not corrupt. I don't believe and then it cut off. Yeah, you're right. Of course the film didn't show everything. It's only an hour and a half, but there's a 4-part docuseries. There's 4 parts. They made this a series and a feature, which is the one you saw. And they decided to run with the feature in all the film festivals. But there's a 4-part docuseries that shows so much more.
And you did not flee, like you stayed in the Philippines because you cannot go back. There's one who said that.
They said what?
There's one who said that you cannot go back.
To the United States? Oh, yeah. Y'all be clear about that. I've never not been able to go back to the United States. The day I left, 17 years ago, I kept my passport, I kept my citizenship, and I could always go back to the United States. I just chose not to. Why? Because they don't like me. We were there last year for the premiere of that film that everybody's been watching on YouTube. I returned after 17 years, and that's the first time I saw the film. What a trip. That was wild. And then we left. Soon after that, Nebraska tried to indict me for my job as an expert witness. I'm an expert witness, a legit expert witness in all 50 states. I've worked hundreds of cases. You can go to Trustpilot and look, NeverGetBusted, and see the reviews, the legit reviews from other lawyers saying what I am and what I do. And there's reviews from clients that I've helped. It's legit, but Nebraska tried to make it look like I was acting as a lawyer, and they wanted to indict me if I didn't sign an admission slip that I may or may not have given legal advice. Of course I signed it. I'm not going to fight the Nebraska Attorney General. But what happened, there was a methamphetamine addict that I was helping, and I don't like methamphetamine either, but addicts have souls. They're people, folks. They're people. They need help. I wrote his lawyer a nasty letter because his lawyer would not give him wouldn't file for a suppression hearing, and the lawyer told on me. And they said I was acting as a lawyer. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop helping people. Yeah, Derek says, I cannot confirm nor deny. I didn't give him legal advice. First of all, he had a lawyer. I won't work with people if they're pro se. If somebody's acting as their own lawyer, I will not work with them because then it looks like I'm being their lawyer and they can get me. But if they have a lawyer and I'm communicating with his lawyer, even though I'm fighting with his lawyer, that's not me acting as a lawyer. We all know that's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit, but they want to keep their police state. They don't like people like me that trick cops and help the bad, evil drug addicts. Right? They're not evil. They do shitty things. Drug addicts have problems. Trust me, I know. When I had the Ibogaine clinic in Mexico, one of the drug addicts that visited us, he refused to show up for his Ibogaine treatment. He wound up strangling my dog to death. Killed my dog, strangled it, killed it. So I know how sick drug addicts are, but they're still people. They still have souls, and I'm going to keep helping them regardless of what Nebraska thinks. But I'm not mad at anybody. You know, the police are going to fight back, as they should. Huh? Hit the like button. Like, it is filling up. That's what y'all can help me do. That's what I was going to say. Hey. That's what I was going to say. Y'all tell people about me and share, because they have me totally suppressed, demonetized, no reach. They won't buy my movie. But I noticed we're full. We're having a big show right now. And it's because y'all are talking about me. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, because I want a big audience. I want to teach a big audience. Look at this next canine mauling. This will make you sick now. Cops need to go to prison for this. Like, this is prison shit right here. They should go to prison for this right here. Let's give it a watch.
Stop fighting! Hey, Alfaro, hold this. No, watch me. Watch him. Watch him. Watch out, he'll get bit. Watch out, he'll get bit. Watch him, he'll get bit. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Watch out, Alfaro. Hold it. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Quit fighting. Quit fighting. Quit fighting. Let go of my dog. 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 Stop fighting. Stop fighting.
Knock it off. Hey, man, y'all play that.
So yeah, put it back on that dog thing. I'm going to talk through it just a second. Let me get this over to you, Mia. A lot of people are asking for bumper stickers and t-shirts and how they get involved in the community. It's coming up. It's called the Never Get Busted Vault. I'm going to show you that in a second. I'll send it to your... Let's see. Right here. And then... Bam. There it is. There it is. Send. Okay, let's watch this now. So hang on. First of all, let me do the rewind. Hang on.
It's too far.
Yeah. Wait. Boy, this thing is touchy.
Yeah.
Just wait? Yeah. Okay, there. Okay, so here we've got commando-style police officers trying to arrest one man, and they can't seem to arrest him. They start playing tug-of-war with his leg or some weird girly stuff like that. And then they decide to do some pain compliance by letting the dog maul him. Look here. All right, what is this? What is this? What is that? Forget the dog. What is this? This looks like when I was 7, 8 years old and me and my brothers were wrestling. This doesn't look like a police arrest, does it? Look at that. What are they doing, playing tug of war with him? Well, what's going on? And then they've already have the man captured. Letting the dog chew on him makes no sense. Should be prison. This is excessive use of force. 100% excessive use of force. And you know what? I don't know what this guy did, but I love that he almost bit this dog. Did you see it? Watch. He can't get the dog off his leg, and they've got his arms trapped. So the only thing he can do is bite the dog. When's it going to stop, folks? When's it going to quit? It's not going to quit, let me tell you. It's not going to stop. It's not going to quit. It's going to get worse. And I called it a couple of years ago. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So what do? You stick with me. Never get busted. And I'm going to teach you how to go around those police, not through them. Like, for instance, here's a tip. When cops walk into a restaurant, you leave. If they can't see you, they can't arrest you. Did you know that? They have to see you before they can arrest you. I learned that in the United States. If cops don't see me, they can't arrest me. So if I saw a cop, if I'm walking a certain direction and there's a cop on a corner, I went the other way or I went around. Because it's impossible for them to arrest you if they can't see you. Don't let them see you. Go around them. Don't go through them. Don't talk to them. Do not support them. We have to show the disdain, because they're just flat abusing us, aren't they? You've been abused by the police. If you're 30 years old or older and you haven't been abused by a cop yet, it's going to happen. It'll happen. But look at these cops in another country. Look how they handle a hostage situation. Is this real? There's a big debate. This next video coming up, there's a big debate about whether this is a training exercise or if this is real. I think it's real. Tell me what you think. Is this real? Do y'all think that was real? Some people say it was an exercise. I think it was real. Did that look real to you?
It looks fake to me.
It looks fake to you? Mia says it's fake. I say it's real. That's 50-50. Let's vote. Try it again. Go back. Go back to that. Yeah. I hear you now. Somebody said it's fake. Somebody says, yes, it's real. I don't think Spider-Man shot. No recoil. Why are the people laughing? It's fake. Definitely training. CGI. I don't think it's CGI. And somebody says it's about 50-50. Some of y'all say it's real. Some of you say it's not. You know what the ruling is? I'm going to make the official ruling. We just don't know. We don't know. It was a training exercise. And it says no gas expelled from the pistol, no recoil, even if 22, that's not real. Okay, good point, but a 22 does not recoil. I've shot a lot of them. They just go, but cops don't use a 22, do they? And there's kind of a delayed fall. Like when the cop shoots, the hostage taker takes it a second for him to fall. Boom, right there. And it just looks too perfect, doesn't it? It just looks too perfect, right? The cops aren't that perfect. Let's call it a training exercise. Rayusha said, I Googled it. It was training. Okay, y'all. Training exercise. Bobby Band says, it's real if you want it to be, and fake if that's your pleasure. That's the answer. Bobby Bands wins the $1 billion chat of the day. Send us your PayPal. You won $1 billion. 1 billion. Not a million, $1 billion, right? But you got to pay us the PayPal fee before we send it to you. The PayPal fee is 1.3 million. Send us that and we'll send you the $1 billion. We're not from India or Africa. This isn't a scam. Y'all, I got to take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. We are back. Thank you for the bathroom break. Whew. My eyeballs were floating. Nobody, 21076. The best part is when Barry said he would shine flashlights on Silvertooth and scare the bad guy. That's some funny shit right there. That's a true story. Like the night shift, when I would pull over a local person that I knew had heard about me but didn't know who I was. And they were giving me a little rack. Like I'd say, can I search your car? And they go, no, you can't. I would shine a light on my tooth. And then all of a sudden they gave me permission because they were scared. I was horrible. I was such a bully. I mean, I was a bully, bro. Well, a bully kind of picks on... my mission was the drug war. I didn't have the internet to tell me what I was doing was wrong. I'm convinced that if I were born post-internet, I never would have became a cop. No way. But pre-internet, we thought cops were heroes. We thought drugs were bad. So I went to be a hero and put on a cape. It turned out I was ruining lives. And once I figured out I was ruining lives, I quit. Man, it was the cannabis. The cannabis really did it. You know, in the movie where you see Candy introduced me to cannabis. First time I ever laid in bed all day and ate pizza and watched TV because I worked and worked and worked and worked like I'm doing now. I've always been a kind of an obsessive worker. But boy, laying in bed all day and eating pizza, watching TV and smoking was life-changing. And something about the cannabis works on the soul, doesn't it? It works on your spirit. I know when I used to smoke cannabis, I can't now because I'm in Vietnam, but when I used to smoke cannabis, I was more careful. I was a more careful driver. I played with my kids more. I was just an overall better person. It made me a better person. That's why I can't stand what these cops are doing in this next video. Is this the one coming up? This next horrific, I almost even hate to show it because it's so upsetting. This next video is so upsetting. Oh, wait. The sniper hangs from the roof. Okay, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Let's watch this smuggling tactic, and then we'll look and watch the cops raid a cannabis event. That's what's got me so upset. Let's give this a watch. It's getting a haircut. You know for sure this guy has drugs on his mind. Dad joke. Call him a drug head. He's got drugs on his mind and he's a drug head. Dad joke. Can you make up a better one? Put it in the chat. Damn, they caught him. Damn, they caught him. What is that, La Coca? Is that some blow? Is that cocaine hydrochloride? Damn, he got caught. No, let it play. Let it go into where these cops are raiding. Did you rewind it? Okay, this will make you sick. Let's just give it a watch. I don't know why this is still going on. Go.
Ensuring that we had enough coverage and resources to get these people back. What you see right here is our entry team, Apex. They do most of our entries between Apex and SWAT. These guys just made entry into the warehouse. It was 69,000 square feet when they went into this warehouse with people hiding on 2 different levels. Apex was able to go in safely, make the scene safe, and secure the additional people that was hiding inside. It took Apex approximately 2 hours to clear this warehouse. So you'll see them being very tactical on their approach. They had to make entry into this warehouse because they, like I told you guys earlier, they barricaded themselves in this warehouse and then tried to flee out the back. This is a view. Well, this is a view inside. At this point, we're kind of trying to add up some of the properties, some of the dope, all the different baggies. We encountered so much, like I said, a ton of marijuana. It was over 1,200 pounds of marijuana. We also encountered multiple, 24, we identified, once we got inside and started.
A ton of marijuana. We got a whole ton. We got 1,000 pounds of marijuana. Guess what? I've smoked 1,000 pounds of marijuana. That's not a lot of marijuana. But for him, this is like a big deal, isn't it? They arrested 40 people in Atlanta while robbers and burglars are smashing jewelry store and liquor store windows with their cars, and 40 of them run in and steal shit and leave. Let that happen, but let's go get the 40 people in here who are selling marijuana products. Why don't we just continue abusing American people and act like it's some big deal? Go.
Processing the scene, we identified 24 vendors that were selling inside of this, selling marijuana, illegal substances inside this thing. And it broke down to be 1,200 pounds of raw marijuana, 391 pounds of THC edibles, 29 pounds of mushroom, and we were able to recover 15 guns, and we locked up 40 total people. 37 went to jail, 3 got copy of charges. This operation, it was important.
Yeah. Yeah, F off. Right? Pop up that this is a rough draft of our vault. Okay. The vault. Hang on just a second. Derek Dudge says, people smoking crack and driving with no license, no inspection, and no registration, that's okay. But they have to make it impossible for me to get my license back or go after the pot. I know, Derek, it's crazy. That's insane. That's not a full picture, is it? Can you see it? Yeah. We got to get you some better glasses. How come it's not a full picture? Huh. Okay, that's weird. That's all right. Here we go, folks. There's going to be video archives, private forums. I have collected forums over the years, and I just haven't been able to post it on because it's just too much. It's too risky. But I'm letting it all hang out now behind this private vault. It's going to have Discord. Be talking every day. The Zoom call, every day I'm going to teach on a Zoom class. We're also kind of moving the NGB 400 to behind this vault. We're going to adopt a poor drug war victim, probably an addict, and we're all going to help solve his case. We're going to review his discovery in the vault. I'll send letters to his lawyers. Go through the whole thing to try to free a client. Of course, you get a digital copy of my book that launches next week. And at a certain level, we'll send you the whole Never Get Busted DVD series. We got volume 2 now. We got volume 1 and volume 2. So we can send it in a pack. It starts at $7 a month. I'm starting out at $7 a month. You get access to everything. And that's to get the core group built, and then the prices will tier and go up from there. So you'll want to join me in the vault, where I'm able to talk, where I'm able to teach everything I've learned over 35 years of law enforcement. It's been 35 years. I've either been a cop, a prisoner, a fugitive, and now an expert witness. It's worked hundreds of cases. So I've been in law enforcement for 30, 35 years, and I'm going to tell you everything I know in this vault. That'll be launched next week. I'll announce it on next Tuesday night's show, and there'll be a link for everybody to go join. This last video that we've got coming up, do you remember the police officer that I showed you last week that shot his partner? And it was rumored he was having an affair with the female cop. So he shot her because she was going to tell. I don't think that's true. You know why I don't think it's true? It turns out that this cop was gay. Watch his social media, and then we'll watch the event again where he shoots his partner. Let's give it a watch. Keep me on here because I want to talk about that.
We can take loud and clear.
What I'm supposed to say? What I'm supposed to say? Copy.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Do we need police wearing pink hats and dancing with the audience? No. One full chapter of my book is dedicated to this. We don't need community policing. What the? Community policing sounds good, doesn't it? But it's not. Because when you walk outside your door and you see a cop in the corner, do you feel safe or do you feel scared? You feel scared. They need to stay out of our neighborhoods. Period. Be gone. The most they should do is sit on a corner somewhere with machine guns. And that's it. Don't talk to us. Don't pull us over. Don't play with our kids. Don't dance in pink hats. Be a cop. And your job is to enforce violent laws and to protect us. That's your only job. Nothing else. Officer, my cat's in a tree. Sorry, ma'am, can't help you. Officer, me and my husband are in a fight and he's being mean and he pushed me. Sorry, can't help. We don't go into houses for disturbances. Did you know they don't do that in other countries? In Mexico, Vietnam, Philippines. If a woman calls and says, me and my husband are in a fight, get here, the police say, well, just come to the police station and file a report if he assaults you. We don't need, it's insane. It gets worse. Keep watching.
That's nasty. I'm gonna go throw up.
You have a little crush on me. Ew, no. Yeah, I think you do.
Who are you?
Man, I be that pretty motherfucker, man.
ASAP?
Yes, sir.
Rocky?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, ASAP.
Thank you, sir.
Chicago, I see your lights. You look beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I see you in the back. Which Come on.
So of course he shoots his partner, acting like that. Okay, we talk about women cops, right? About women cops shouldn't be patrol cops and shouldn't be making arrests. That kills the algorithms. That's part of why they demonetized me, because I am a realist and I'm not woke. And there is a difference between boys and girls, and I call that out. Women cops should be investigators only, and they should investigate crimes against kids and women. Let's hire 1 million of them and send them throughout the United States catching all the pedophiles, right? But they don't need to be on the street trying to arrest somebody. And so let's talk about gay cops. Is it okay to hire gay cops? Of course it is. But they need to tell the gay cop, don't act prissy. Why do men do that anyway? Why do gay men do that anyway? It's for attention. They do that for attention. That's not in their DNA. They act like that on purpose. Now, if you call, because let's say you're being robbed or somebody's trying to break into your house, do you want fairy cops showing up that skip up there like this guy in a pink hat to catch the burglar? No, you want a man. You want masculinity. You want a man running up there and taking care of that burglar. Just calling, hey, gay people have souls. Gay people deserve the same amount of dignity and civil rights as any human, but they don't deserve more just because they're gay. They don't deserve a pride day. Isn't it funny too how they call it pride, huh? Pride month, the whole month. And when pride is one of the most deadly sins in the Bible, and that they call it pride, we're proud to be gay. It's all backwards, folks. Silly. It makes no sense. So let's watch this gay cop freak out and shoot his partner instead of the burglar. Remember this? Yeah, this is the same. So this is the gay cop chasing a suspect into this house with his female partner, and upon entering, he shoots the female partner. He shoots her.
Hey! Let me see your hands! Let me see your fucking hands, bro! Let me see your hands! Let me see your fucking hands! Let me see your fucking hands!
Cases and jokes. No, don't say it, because he's... SWAT. Yeah.
Over here. Hey! Let me see your hands! Let me see your fucking hands, bro! Let me see your hands!
He shot her. He shot her. She's at the bottom of the stairs, unalived, but he doesn't know that, and he won't run down there to get her. Bro, if that was my partner, especially a woman, I'm going to be extra protective of women and children. We're supposed to be, because I'm a man. I'm supposed to risk my life for women and children. That's why when a boat's sinking, what do? They put the women and children on the lifeboats. They get in first. Because that's how things are supposed to work. We're not all equal. Women and children deserve protection first. Men get drafted to the war, not women. Should be like that. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. He's at the top of the stairs. Put it on, listen. He's screaming, but won't go down there and help her. I wonder if that pink cowboy hat is sitting in the trunk of his car right now.
SWAT, I can't get to my partner. I'm upstairs. Roll the SWAT team. Roll the SWAT team.
See you, David Grossman. Good night, bro. It's always good to see you here, man. David Grossman is in the book. I used one of his quotes.
SWAT, roll everybody. Roll the SWAT team, SWAT.
Ambulance is rolling. 663 Charlie. Ambulance is rolling. 663 Charlie. Hold it. You have ear. Are you running behind anybody?
First of all, that woman shouldn't be there chasing men with guns. She shouldn't be there. Second, the gay man, unless he can prove that he's masculine, shouldn't be there. So we have two defunct cops here trying to arrest somebody, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you have incompetency and when you put estrogen in the equation. Estrogen doesn't belong in a use of force situation. You need testosterone. And there's nothing toxic about masculinity. Toxic masculinity is an oxymoron, kind of like Microsoft Works or Jumbo Shrimp. Those are oxymorons. They don't match. There's nothing toxic about masculinity. Masculinity is as beautiful as femininity. There's no toxic femininity. Is that how you say it? Femininity? Did I say it right? Let me ask my Asian wife, am I speaking English right? Femininity? So people say, well, Perry, what about the bully men that push people around? That's toxic masculinity. No, it's not. That's a man being a dick, and he needs to be checked. That's not masculinity. Masculinity is fair, just, patient, kind, loving, protective. Masculinity, calm, soft-spoken men should be able to turn into a dangerous animal like that to protect their wife and their children and society. If you're not a dangerous man, go take martial arts and get dangerous. You need to be dangerous. You need to be able to trip and flip. That's what men are for. And then women, they need to reopen sandwich making universities. All women need to attend a 4-year school on making sandwiches, because that's what they're here for. Of course, you know that's a joke, but most jokes are half meant. $15. Look, every little bit helps. We're in Asia, so when you send me $15, that's like sending me $50. Rayusha. Thank you, Rayusha. Thank you. Here's somebody else sent $20. They say, Barry, I watched your movie on YouTube today, and I have to commend you on your service to your fellow man. I'm a retired Fed, LEO, and I salute your work on busting dirty cops. Thank you. Listen, bro. Please join me in that vault and help me teach. I'll give you a position in Zoom where I pull you up front and we can help teach. If you're a former federal officer and you want to help, man, I would love for you to join our community. It's great to have you here. Right on. The movie, did you notice the end of the movie? It looked like I just faded away into a jungle training dogs and my life was over and I had my hands over my head. That was cute. It was cute. And yes, I did lose a lot. To me, I didn't lose a lot. To me, I just left a bunch of shit behind. I had to leave things behind that couldn't keep up with my mission. And it's sad that happened, but it happened. And I'm not complaining about any of it. Is there another coffee? Lost Liberty 754 sent a $25 coffee. Says, keep doing what you're doing, Barry. You're an inspiration. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate the coffees. Like I said, it helps. And another coffee. Chris, $10. Right on, bro. He says, cool, thank you. Thank you. You know, that is one big sign of love. That's why, you know, giving an offering at church is big for God. Because, you know, your money represents your blood, sweat, and tears, doesn't it? Like, you took time away from your family. You put the hustle on. You got up in the morning. You earned that money. So when you give money to somebody else, the Bible says your heart is where your money is. Money is where your heart is. So if somebody's giving a piece of themselves through cash, that says a lot. It means they're really down with you and they really support you. I appreciate it. Feels good. Gotham Possum in the house. He said, hey, I had a pretty decent weekend. How was yours? To Tashanta. Well, is Tashanta in the house? She just got married. Did y'all see that on Facebook? Her and homeboy tied the knot. It's beautiful. Wished I could have been there for that wedding. Duper Trooper 50 says, I just found this channel. Man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Someone wants to send you a gold bar.
Let me see. Rat Town says, can I send you a gold bar? I would love for you to send me a gold bar. Are you kidding? A gold bar would really help. If you'll email me, I'll give you an address. It's info@nevergetbusted.com. Put that up. You might get a gold bar out of the deal. Info@nevergetbusted.com. Jeff Witt, good to see you, brother. He says, Barry, I made it, enjoying a day off. Jeff Witt was a lefty like I was. I used to be a lefty. Jeff Witt was a lefty. And man, I was drilling him, and he woke up, and now he... Great Facebook friend. He sees that the woke stuff's crazy. Got another coffee. Natasha Ryder says, for love you, Barry, thank you for all you do, man. $20. Well, thank you, Miss Ryder. Appreciate that. Thanks for all the coffee, y'all. I'm going to be wired today. I'll be wired for a week as much coffee as y'all bought. And Aaron McCullen, just another $20 buy me a coffee.
No, it's Venmo.
Venmo. He sent it on Venmo because we have that too. He says, I enjoyed the movie. Got us here crushing it. Crush a bit. Light a bit, smoke a bit. Every time I heard crush it, I think about crushing a bud. Caleb, hey, bro. That's Tashanta. I know. Caleb's the one who married her. Y'all look beautiful that day, too. Did you see my comment on Facebook? You look beautiful that day. Thanks for the $20, man.
Is someone asking if you're taking Kratom?
I quit Kratom, too. Somebody said, am I still taking Kratom? Huh? Yeah, I've been off Kratom for a little less than a year now. Me and I both quit. We did it every day for 4 years. Loved it. Loved it. But Kratom is also illegal in Vietnam. So when we were in Mexico waiting to go to Vietnam, we decided to quit. And it was time to quit anyway. It was time. You saw in the movie, in the documentary, I was a preacher. I was a pastor. And you saw kind of they picked out the weird parts, right? No, that was a real church. I was focused and dedicated. It said it was a nude church and that we drank wine during church. None of that's true. They could have wine after church. I didn't care if they drank some wine and then came to church. I didn't care, but nobody was nude. that was just a rumor. And then I walked away from the Lord. It was one of the worst things I ever did. It was very embarrassing. And then you know what woke me up was COVID and the woke stuff and Canadian doctors euthanizing people and cutting the wieners off of little boys and grown men in underwear shaking their balls in parades in front of children, and the drag queens reading stories to I'm like, this is evil. I'm like, oh goodness, evil is real. Evil and good is real. So it's not left versus right or Republican versus Democrat or man versus woman or even U.S. versus Iran. It's good versus evil. There's good and there's evil. And I'm seeing a lot of evil stuff. I'm seeing a lot of evil stuff, aren't you? Rattown says Jesus never lost one, and he left 94, the one that was lost. I think he left 99. I think he meant 99. That's right. Jesse Brasher says the lie started when they taught us God was separated from us. Yeah, did you know out of 5,000 years of recorded history, this 100 years that we're alive, we're the only society that has people who doesn't believe in God. Every culture, every country, every tribe from day one has always believed in demons, angels, gods, that kind of stuff, except us. That's because they psyoped us into believing in atheism. That's part of the Marxist agenda. You notice during COVID, they shut churches down. You couldn't go to church. The people on the left, those woke people, they don't believe in God. Problem. We have a serious spiritual sickness. Spiritual sickness going on. I was spiritually sick for a while. Boy, it's good to be back. I tell you. Listen, folks, I can feel God. I know He hears me. When I pray, I feel better. When I apply His principles to my life, I feel better. His rules aren't to control you. His rules are so you have a quality life. For real. If you'll follow His rules, your life will be better. It'll be more enriched. Rattown says, hard to forgive them, but we have to, I guess. Yeah, I don't know about that one. To forgive, like the Bible wants us to forgive, but does the person have to ask for forgiveness before we give them forgiveness? Or do we just forgive everybody but don't forget? I'm too human to really know the answer to that one. Because there are some people that have hurt me so bad, I'm probably not spiritually grown enough to forgive them at this moment. I can't forgive these cops that are still beating y'all up. I can't forgive doctors who are trying to euthanize my friends who are going through a divorce. I'm not saying I'm right. I mean, I'm trying, but there's a line. Dark Green says, I've been spiritually sick. I know God is there. Life has been a struggle at times, but I can see His hand working through it all. Good, bro. Good for you. Gabe Guevara, good to see you, man. He says, I've been down, I've been out, I've been down the darkest roads no one would dare go down, but I always had God on my side, and I've never felt alone. Man, that's strong, bro. That's strong. Derek says, you can believe in God or a higher power, but some people push it too much. I feel that is part of the problem. Good how you put it in a spiritual light and keep it generally buried. Yeah, I call them the sewing circle Christians. They don't like me because I still they're the Christians who are fake. Like, even when they talk to you, they're like, oh, hi, brother. Oh, hi. I'm so joyous and so happy. Why are you cursing? You say you're a Christian, but I just heard you say a curse word. Blah. Blah. I get what you're saying, Derek. Nobody likes that. That's called being so spiritual that you're no earthly good. Yeah, you're so spiritual and so out there, you're no good for people here on earth. Jesus wasn't like that. Jesus was the most spiritual man ever to walk earth, but he got down with the people, didn't he? He related with the people, didn't he? That's how we should be. Not sunk yet. Good says forgiveness does not equal condoning. You're right. Rattown says, I bet Jesus' disciples cussed before. Yeah, they were all great. Paul? Now, Paul wasn't one of his disciples, but Paul used to kill Christians. And yeah, Peter was one of God's disciples. He was a fisherman. He'd cuss and fight. He even cut a guy's ear off that tried to arrest Jesus. Peter went off, cut his ear off. Jesus picked up the ear and put it back on the soldier. If an ear got cut off of an American cop and you could pick his ear up and give it back to him, would you? I don't think I would. I would. I'm no, dude, you're just going to be without an ear. I'm not Jesus. You hear me? It's dad joke. Not sunk yet says our battle is not against flesh and blood, Ephesians. And listen, for the non-Christians in the house, just put up with us talking about this for a moment. I get why people talking about Jesus can be kind of a turnoff to you. Just indulge us for a minute. I understand. We love you too. And you're just as much of a part of this group as the Christians. And I mean that. I will break bread with you like I do Christians. You have a soul, and I love you. Darker Green bought me a coffee, $20. Thank you. He says, I started following you years ago because I saw the miscarriage of justice taken against you. God bless you and all you do. I love to see the path you're on. Much love from northern Minnesota. Man, thank you. And the best way y'all can return your love and show me love is what you're doing right now. You're showing up on Tuesday night. You could be anywhere else in the world, and there's a lot of other things you could be doing. There's a lot of other YouTube videos, Netflix shows you could be watching, but you're here with us. Means a lot. I miss y'all. I miss America. I do. I miss the United States.